I wish I'd understood more earlier about the complex ways that groups behave, assume identities and cultures, and some of the ways that are out there to think about that and to try to influence them through one's own behaviour and through different ways of supporting and challenging them.
How challenging it would be. How you needed to stop ever so often, take stock to use another set of skills you may have. How to remain current and fresh by constantly reworking networks as they change, because people come and go on the boards. You get there, if you're there for longer than a number of years, you will see a change in non-executives, and sometimes getting a new relationship with new NEDs is an interesting challenge.
The real insight, or the thing that I've probably learnt the most since taking up the role, is probably realising whoever you meet that's a great clinical leader, people that are right at the top of the profession, that they're all people at the end of the day. And I think that's often a barrier to people that are currently full-time clinicians. The perception that the great and the good that you see speak at conferences or that you interact with have some external ability that the rest of us don't possess. They are, of course, fabulously, wonderfully skilled and talented people, but still realising that those are living, breathing people with the same hopes and dreams and expectations as the rest of us, and therefore the recognition that what's most important is wanting to make a change or your vision.
I wish that I had known more about coaching and mentoring, so I only really found out and got involved in that in the last year, and I think that would have been really helpful for me earlier on in my career. I wish that I'd known earlier on that actually it's okay to say I'm stuck or I find this difficult.
There's so much, and even though people tell you what you need to do, there's still something about until you actually do it, you don't quite realise the important things. So I think agreeing resource up front was my big lesson. So I think I was fortunate that I did the role as an interim for 6 months to sort of look at it before I decided I was taking it on. But even having done that, I undercalled the amount of resource that I needed, and it then took me probably a year to get that resource in place. So you need to be clear about the support you need to do a medical director role well, or a clinical director role. I was very lucky that I'd done a lot of media training, but I've seen a lot of colleagues who haven't. And the one thing for sure when you step into a medical director role is you will be put in front of the camera. Most comms teams see their medical director as the face that the public and the press want to see.
I was plucked from a clinical job. I was naive and I had no understanding of the financial situation. I had no understanding of what cost improvement really looks like. At that stage I had no real understanding of change management. I had no real understanding of how to support and encourage and stimulate colleagues to move in a direction that you need them to move in for you to be able to deliver your 5% of cost improvement. So the first year felt like a massive learning curve, and I think that there are things that you could do to understand some of those skills.